What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Barber Jase. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we got an exclusive taper haircut tutorial. I got my guy Ty in the chair, we got Omar in the background, and we got man like Derek behind the lens. But thank you again guys for tuning in. You know what time it is. Thursday 7 PM. It's going down in Chinatown. Cheese! But anyway, let's jump straight into the video. I'm using my afro comb, just picking out the hair, getting it set, ready for my clipper work. Always start with the ends and work your way into the roots. Try and get the hair as loose as possible, so when you use your guards, it will take it down to the true length. So right here I'm just running a number 6 through it, and you should be able to see how much hair is coming off if the hair is longer than the thickness of the guard. So my client was happy with the length, so I'm just using a number 6 and it's just taking the ends off just to freshen up the hair. It might not look a lot shorter, but it will feel a lot fresher for him, and he wants enough length to twist with the curl sponge, and I think a number 6 will be perfect. So I'm using my clipper, going all different directions, trying to take it down as even as possible. So right here I've got number 4 on, and I'm just flicking out the area where I'm going to do the fade. This is just going to remove some bulk, and also it will create a nice taper blowout sort of shape. You know, that mushroom sort of shape where he's got a bit of weight on the corners but still having a nice fresh fade. That is what you want. So let's start our taper. I've got my gold Babulous FX trimmers and I'm creating a placement line, creating a moon shape so I can still keep some darkness around the front hairline. So now I've got my 1 guard on, and while I'm here I might as well fade in the beard using my number 1 guard, taking the beard down to a 1 open before moving on to my fade, where I'm just going to fade down, working down on my guards. So after using the 1 open and 1 closed, I use 0.5 no guard and I just flick out that 0 line, and I should be able to fade out that line. It shouldn't take you too long doing a taper. I also skip a few guards. It's almost like fading out of 1 column or 1 section when you're doing a fade. I also use a lot of my corners of my clipper because we're working with quite a small area, and using a corner makes it a bit more accurate and precise when trying to get into them little tricky areas. Now using my 1.5 guard to flick out just above the 1 open, and that should blend nicely into the curls on top. I'm almost free-handing that shape, using my clippers nice and slow just above that 1.5, so I still maintain that nice taper shape. So now I'm just going back, refining, detailing my work just to make sure it's looking nice and smooth and buttery. So that side is done. Now to move on to the right side, repeating the same steps for the same results. The taper fade is one of my favourite haircuts to do. It works well with so many different types of haircuts and styles. You could do it on anyone. Even a basic, boring 2 back and sides, you could just taper out the sides and it will look 10 times better. With this haircut, it works perfect because you maintain all the length, which keeps all the curls on the sides and top, which blends nicely into a fresh skin taper. You could even combine a taper fade with someone that has a full scissor cut. I believe them haircuts are the most technical, combining a precise scissor cut with a fresh, clean fade. So now I'm just using a 1.5 guard and I'm tapering around the ears, using my clipper at a 45 degrees angle, literally using the last 2 teeth of the clipper to taper it out and to lay the hairs down nice and flat, ready for my shape up, outlines, and also my taper at the back. So now I'm just starting my taper at the back, just scooping out, creating a shape, removing bulk, ready to taper the back. Now using my Andis cordless T outliners with the GTX blade, I'm going to put in a placement line. I'm taking the placement line in line with the earlobes, also creating a moon shape so I can keep some of that darkness around the outlines. It might look like I'm taking the placement line quite high, but I think when you take it a bit higher, the fade actually looks a lot cleaner because the hair is more dense the higher it is, and the fade should come out cleaner. Right here I'm just taking off some of the neck hairs. I'm not putting a sharp outline in yet, I'm just cleaning it up just to get rid of the excess hair. So starting off the fade at the back, I'm putting in a 0.5 guideline. I'm going to put in guidelines because I want to follow that shape that I created with the 0, following that moon-like shape. And now I'm working in a bigger area as well. It's better to keep cleaner sections, cleaner guidelines, just to make sure the work is consistent. Now putting in another guideline, I'm using a 1 open. So now I'm going to work down from a number 3, working all the way down into a 1.5 guard. And that should blend the fade nicely into the curls on top. After working down into the 1.5 guard, I should have 2 guidelines left to blend out, the 0.5 and the 0. Still working all the way down to my guards, I know where I need to flick out because I have my guidelines right there. While you guys are here, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Thank you to everyone that's watching, all the viewers. I appreciate all the support, and make sure you follow Barber Jase on Instagram as well. Chopstick Gang, where you at? But yeah man, the taper is coming together. The shape of the haircut is looking good. All we need now is some sharp outlines, and that will bring the whole haircut together. I just want to give a big shout out to my cameraman, my director, man like Derek, who's recovered well from his ACL surgery. It's good to have you back recording. We've got a lot of sick content coming out, minor setback for a major comeback. Let's go. So right here I'm using my 1 guard open, laying the hairs down nice and flat, almost using it like a comb. This should set the hairline up nicely for your outlines. Welcome to the new part of the video. It's called Crep Check in the Cut. We've got my guy Ty in the chair, he's getting his exclusive trainers polished, and he's getting a fresh trim. He's going for a little party after this haircut. He's gassed, we're out of lockdown now, so we're celebrating only the best here. Let's go. Here I'm using a number 2 just to flick out the front hairline, just to get rid of them hairs hanging over. Now I'm applying some hairspray just to hold down the hairs, and I'm going to use a brush or comb to lay it down nice and flat. And that's how I set it up nicely for my lineup. Now I'm using a 1.5 guard, I believe it's closed, and I'm just using that to groom the hair to lay it down nice and flat. And now starting my lineup in the middle and working towards the corners. That's how I usually do it. But I'm just slowly tapping that line, keeping it nice and natural. I don't want to push it back too far, and then afterwards I can go back and refine it to make it even sharper. I love putting in these sharp outlines around the hairline. It just makes the whole taper and the whole fade come together, and you can actually see how sharp the fade is. If you need to touch up any parts, this should show any imperfections. As you can see when I'm doing my shape up, I'm always resting the back of my fingers on the head for more support and stability. So we're almost done. We're moving on to the beard, just to touch it up to give it some shape, and then we need to finish off with some razor and some styling. Right here I got my BMG Gold RX1 razor by Balance, and we're going to sharpen up the lines, make him look super extra crispy. If you're looking for a good all-round razor, I highly recommend this one. There's a link in description, and I also got a 20% off discount code. Shout out to the guys over at Balance for hooking me up with this razor. Some sick products, big up yourselves. 20% off in description. Chopstick 20 for 20% off discount. So right here I'm doing the razor work. I'm not putting gel on it, I'm just doing it dry. It gives me more control, and the skin is not too sensitive, but for some people you may need to use shave gel to get a smoother shave. I also used some enhancements just to give the shape up more darkness, and it makes the fade pop out a little bit more. But shout out to all the barbers around the world, and big up to all the new subscribers. When I hit 10k subs, I'm doing a massive giveaway, and we're gonna pop a few bottles to celebrate. So now the haircut is all complete, I'm just putting a bit of oil mixed with a bit of water just before I use the curl sponge to finish it off. I'm using the sponge, twisting the hair in small circular motions. Shout out to Hotspot Grill for hooking me up with this t-shirt. Make sure you check them out, Hotspot Grill UK. As you can see, my client in the chair, he's feeling himself, he's checking himself out, Omar in the background. And I had to take a video for my Insta. Shout out to all my followers on Instagram, make sure you follow Barber_Jase. Chopstick gang, where you at? But that is it though guys, we are done for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video, and let me know down in the comment section what you want to see. But you know what time it is. Stay fresh, stay faded, stay safe. It's your boy Barber Jase, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.